Okay, so today I got this box, so let's look inside. Ah, wow, it's the DHC2 A600. Well, let's look inside, shall we? Instructions, always nice. Wing. The usual, this is a XK. This is actually a beaver replica. So let's assemble it. I think there's, yeah, landing gear. Oh. Charger, 2-cell LiPo charger. A power adapter and also a LiPo battery. Well, okay, so time to assemble this one. The canopy, main wing. Oh, I really like this orange front color, and underneath you see like it's black. So that might be good for orientation. Oh, it's nice. It's a regular microservos installed on the wings for ailerons. There are those tiny connectors as well. Now here's an interesting thing. There are 2 connectors for the ailerons, but I really can't tell which is which. Maybe they're just in parallel. Yes, they are in parallel. So how does that work? I'm not really sure, but let's try it. So you have to mount the main landing gear and the tail landing gear as well. And then there are I think these are struts for the wings. There's a spare prop, which is nice. So the first thing I will do is probably just mount the wing. And this one is actually held by, it's like a latch on this side, which you put in front. And then there's a screw to the rear holding the wing. If you look on the inside of this one, it's just a circuit board with the flight controller and receiver, and in front there is just a tiny speed controller. And the servos are mounted to the rear part of the inside compartment. Yeah, well, so let's just put this on. I mean, why should I read the manual? You know? Or maybe I should. I don't know. I'm not sure. Look, it's a beauty. And of course the landing gears somehow. Not really sure how to mount these, but how difficult can it be? Cool. So that's the front landing gears mounted. And then there's the tail one, which is not steerable. No, it's just a simple thing which you attach. Oh, this one doesn't feel too nice. It can just pop out anytime. I think I will lose this one. A bit of poorly designed tail wheel there, but well. So we have the struts also. They are the same, yeah. Okay. So I just have to pop them on this one, this end, and on the other end as well. So here we have it, the XK A600 Beaver. I think that's a bit of hair or whatever it is. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a really tiny airplane. So, well, I think we should fly this one. And as I understand, this flight controller has stabilization, which I suppose it has auto level and limited banking. And I think you can turn it off and fly 3D as well. Because on this remote, I have to read the manual, of course, but there are like 2 buttons on top, and there are you can press the right gimbal also. Okay, so let's try it. Put on the transmitter. which uses 4 AA batteries. It's a nice display also. You have like this is the airplane shown on the screen is more like an acrobatic plane, and this is like a high wing plane, so it doesn't really matter. But when you move the sticks, you can see the percentage, which channel you're controlling, and which mode, and of course battery and everything. So let's put in the compartment, which is underneath this one. I'm not sure how it's. Yeah, it's a tiny plastic holder. I don't think there is any Velcro on this one, so maybe I have to put one in. So let's this one and just put it level. I'm just waiting for some confirmation. Oh, it's okay. So let's check the surfaces. We have the ailerons are working, or actually in the right direction. So when you turn this way, this elevator should go up, and it does. It goes up, and the other way works fine. So we have the elevator works just fine. We're going to go up, yeah, lift, and down, and then we have the rudder. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. So when you turn the rudder, actually there's a bit of increased throttle. So let's. Wow, it's got a nice push for such a small plane. And then you have to check if the stabilization. So if you turn the, it's noisy. When you turn the airplane upside down, the elevator should. So it's working. And if I understand correctly, if you push the right stick, you should go out of the auto leveling. So I'm just pushing it. Now it's only stabilized, so it will smooth things out. And when I press it again, yeah, it goes into auto level. So that's nice. Okay, so I'm ready to fly. So I will just check this for the first maiden flight. So check it out. So today I'm at this local soccer field. Oh, it took off nicely. So I have the sun in my back, and I have a slight breeze coming from my back as well. So I try to go downwind and then just face the wind and try to get the beaver to kite. I think it's fast. So I'm in the auto leveling mode, just to get a sense on how this plane operates. Oh, I have to move. It's always difficult when you get the plane just above you. So I think this one handles actually pretty nice, being such a small plane. Nice tight turns as well. I try to do coordinated turns. Oh wow, that was speedy. I try to do coordinated turns as much as I can, so I use both the aileron and the rudder. Oh yeah, nice speed. And try to catch the breeze, kite. So I think you don't need that much space to fly this one. So it's possible to go a bit slow if you have like a headwind. I think it would stall if you fly with the wind, and there's like a slight tendency to stall when you make tight turns if you don't keep the speed up. Oh, nice. That's almost standing still. Nice tight turn, and as you saw, when I do a too tight turn, it will probably stall. So I have to be careful just to give it a bit more speed to avoid stalling. Oh, close one. I think it's really fun to to fight the wind like here when I have the breeze, so I can kite and almost stay at the same spot. Yeah, nice speed. Tight turns. So I'm using the throttle to keep the airplane facing the wind and trying to have it stand still. Oh, shoot. Looks like a spiral stall. I must say I'm pretty impressed with this one. It flies nice, it handles the wind but quite good. It looks nice. It's fast, tight turns. So I guess it's just time to land now. I can get it to face the wind. Just slowly bring it down. Oh, a rough one. Okay, so I'm back. What a great flight it was. I think this Beaver XK A600 is just a very nice toy with lots of power, and the stabilization worked fine. I thought it was a little bit wiggly, but then again there was wind gusts and pretty unpredictable wind. I tried to keep it towards the wind and hover, and it worked quite fine. But I also discovered that this aircraft wants to tip stall, so when you're turning there's no much lift. So that's something that you have to be careful about, not making slow narrow turns. I think they pretty much just drop. I managed to get a few scuff marks from the ground. And as you can see, there's no landing gear because it just fell off. And one of those wheel pants, the black things, they just disappeared somewhere. I don't know if it flew away or if it got loose one of the landings. I had pretty rough landings because I tried to land into the wind quite smooth, but without speed, eventually the aircraft just stalled and tipped over. So there are a few scuff marks, but nevertheless, I think this is just an excellent, really cheap, fun to play airplane. Really, really nice, and so small also. I don't think you can go too slow with this one. Of course, if you go into the wind, you can almost hover, but you need speed to make this bird fly good. So compared to like the Hobbyzone Super Cub S2, which by itself just can fly so slow, this one needs a bit speed to get the most out of it. But it was great fun to fly it. It looked just great in the air. I liked the noise also. It was kind of nice having that brushless motor spinning and squeaking, screaming. On the bottom there's the battery compartment, and I discovered it was quite tight to fit the battery, so after one of the flights I just have to take my key to try to pry out the battery because it was a bit stuck. But I mean, the flight time is excellent. If I can get like 7 minutes out of one battery, that's great. And I actually had 2 batteries, so I flew for maybe 15 minutes or maybe 12 minutes, something like that. So I think this is a really nice one. The remote is okay. I don't think that I didn't feel that great really. It worked fine, but the precision was maybe not there. And I discovered when you adjust the rudder, the throttle is spinning also. So there seems to be like some sort of speed up. I don't know why really, or if there's just a poor controller. Now I didn't try to turn off the stabilization mode by turning this stick because the wind was just too much. And this one felt a little bit too small, especially compared to my Spectrum DX8. And I also miss certain things like the timer. And now I, of course, can set my stopwatch for 5 or 6 minutes. But I really do like to have a timer into my transmitter. But I will try this Beaver with another transmitter, which I will make another video about. So all in all, I think it's just an inexpensive, fun plane, extremely small, fast. I suppose you can do like acrobatics with this one as well. I think the details on this one looks nice, especially on a bit of a distance. I think the struts look really nice. If it will survive, I'm not sure. I mean, the wings, they're kind of weak, and the stabilizer and rudder is even weaker. About the landing gear, I think I have to, maybe glue this into the holder. The wheel pants, I don't care about the wheel pants really. I think they just look, I can just, if I want wheel pants, I probably can do something better myself. So, well, that's it for the Beaver. Nice plane.